Unsa nga
Okay na,
code?
sige na. Okay na siya.
Good ani na. Kaya ako i-transfer sa laptop
Ambot.
din kay
Tanawa ra to
Ika.
sa katong GC nga link. Nag-send ba ko link sa GC?
Nag kuan nako, nag-record nako.
Sige, go. Sige ra, paday na nag-record. Ikat-kat ra na sa mag-edit.
Okay, sa wow. Start na record. Ina ko nag-start ng record ha.
Uy, magpakita og nawong.
Ay, ati,
Ayun, guro, uy.
Loy, bati ra bagi kong kilay.
pwede rin mong pakitag na.
Pwede agtang ra.
Yeah, mag-send ko og background. Kaya ano eh, mag-start na lang tabi. Hello. Yan naman. Ano na ako.
Mag-open cam or dili?
Mag-open cam ta.
Ay shit, kagailar ako si topic. Kagailar ako ng istorya, wala man dahil ko ninyo na dungog, kalagot.
Tingala ko kasi gitagad.
Kagailar ako sa istorya. Anyway, ako otrohon. So for my topic, uh, my discussion will be revolving around Thomas Hobbes. So let's introduce who Thomas Hobbes is. So Thomas Hobbes, in most of his writings, started at the age of 60 and he died at the age of 96. So during his lifetime, he firsthand experienced and witnessed how the people have executed Charles the First, the king, and how the people have behaved during the civil English Civil War, and thus shifted his not shifted but configured his idea of the state of nature, the psychology of human beings, and how are formed, and how and why we should conform to the um, laws and the administration of the state. So that's going to be his idea and a short background of him. So first, idea of Hobbes is quite similar with Machiavelli in a sense nga both of them agreed that um, and not for Hobbes, for in his observation, the fundamental observation that nothing is worse than war and we should readily trade liberty for security when we must. And this is why fear is very effective in promulgating laws and having the state the power to enact its own laws and decisions. But first, before we get to his big ideas, we must first know that uh, the ideas of uh, Hobbes is deeply rooted in his idea of not biological, but in a linguistic politics. What do I mean by this? Is that he set out some political vocabulary that put definition into words and meaning of certain things that are political, such as our human nature, what state is, and what people are ought to act. First, in his idea that humans are desiring animals that are programmed by nature to preserve their own lives and to pursue their own interests. This is to say that all we do is for the sake of preserving our life, to protect our lives, and to sustain our health, and to keep being alive. Yun lang. And all of those are taken account into our own interests. We are all self-interested animals, thus desiring animals, as described by Hobbes. Now, on the other hand, in the vital vision of human nature, human beings are moral animals capable of laying down the laws of their desire. So even though we are desiring animals, we are capable of rationalizing it as to why we create laws and why it is necessary for us to create those laws. So for his view, human is but a chunk of matter versus man as an artificer or creator of other matter. Now, what does this mean? This mean let's first ground ourselves with his idea of the difference between God's work and um, our own art. So, ang iyang comparison para diri is that we can never truly duplicate what God's creation is. Now, when we see a beautiful sunset painting, we see na that really looks like a real sunset. But we are not referring to it, or we're not seeing it as a reality, as an actual kuan creation in itself. We know that it is just a way of ano, creating a resemblance of what nature or what God has created in this world. So this started with a comparison of uh, create and the art that we create and the art that are natural. So para kang Hobbes is that just like how God created us, which is koan, like what is nature, we ourselves something something create something which is the we are the artificer na although we are created, we can also create something for our own. So he began by closing animal gap between nature and art with the observation that while God alone makes natural animals, we make animals for certain artificial sort. So instead that life but a motion of limbs. So para kang Hobbes, um, we are we are just an amalgamation of certain parts. So we are able to walk because we have legs. we are able to see because we have eyes, but we are able to move because we have certain muscles and limbs. And more jud na ta, we are nothing but this part. That's what makes you you. That's what makes us human. So if tanggalan nimo nag isa ka part, then taraw, heart not breathing, lungs not heart not beating, lungs not breathing, brain not emitting waves is to find a dead animal. So ibig sabihin, if there is no motion, if you are not moving, if your vital functions are not functioning, then you are nothing but a dead meat. Mo na para sa iyang, mo na iyang starting point. And this is why most of the ideas of political, linguistic political ideologies come from. That all things are kaning grounded in biology. Whereas atong ilang idea from the medieval times nga, tungod kay naamantay ulo, dapat ang society po dahil ulo, which is the state. Tungod kay namantay kamot, dapat tapoy kamot ang state, which is implying that nga isa raman atong ulo, so dapat isa lang ang rule sa atua, which suggests monarchy. Pero para kahabs arag shallow ra kaya siya nga pagkuan. So para sa iya, kita mismo ang ga-create ana na mga definition. Kita mismo ang like yang kuan, yang divide yang divorce ang idea from biological to mechanical one, because we are the ones who create those certain things. Now, para mas maano siya, nag-layout siya, naghatag si Hobbes og mga definitions na dili para sa iya dili senseless o dili ambiguous words. First is that just as body can have only one head, so di ba ang una para kang Hobbes na fashion is that the older organic implication of the metaphor with mechanical implication. The state may be a body, but it is a mechanical body, not a biological one. The state is not natural but artificial. It is not so much born as it is built. So, first, the movement of machine is purposive. It is given a definite purpose by those who make it. So, we are the ones who lay out unsay kakayahan sa state or unsay kakayahan sa the sovereign kung unsa ang iyang kung as to what extent is his power can go. And we collectively agreed to that. Second is that metaphor free from study of politics from prevailing religious notion about divine rights or king. So instead of kanang there is an inherent right to rule ang mga kanang mga royal blood, wala na siya na idea nga anointed sila by God. It is us who has the power nga nag-elect ana sa ilaha. Third is that nawala na siya sa idea of kanang ang idea nga state is natural. So para sa mga Greek notions nga state is natural nga, like in every society state emerges because we are social animals. Pero para ka Hobbes, dili na siya tinuod. State emerged because we created it. Because we put a head to it, we put a hand to it, we put some vital parts to it for it to exist. So, dala na. Pero para ka Hobbes, gusto niya nga absolute government ang kinahanglan para masustain ang peace within the society. Pero we will go more to that. So, let's go with state of nature. Kasi dahil para ka Hobbes ang state of nature. So, para ka Hobbes that we are nothing but self-preserving animals and self-interested animals. So, all we do is just to preserve our own lives, to protect our own existence. Mo nang para sa iya all of the things that we do is driven by our desire. Desire para ka Hobbes is something na inherent na sa ato nga we can never get rid of. You may be desiring for something and then you achieve it, then you desire for something another na pod, then na-achieve na pod nimo, then imo na pod ng i-desire. So it is a ceaseless kanang perpetual phenomenon nga sige na lang taog desire for some para sa so we cannot live without desiring kay sa mabuhi pa ba da ikaw ga-desire pa ka nga mamatay na ka, so nabuhi ka tungod kay gusto ka nimo mabuhi. To be alive, as we have seen, is to be in motion para kang Habs. So by definition, no, all the things that we perceive are good is because we perceive it as giving joy to us, giving good to ourselves. Nga, it is grounded in a self-interested point of view. Paras anang mukatawa ta. Ngano daw mukatawa ta para ka Habs? Mukatawa ta because we find ourselves clever in understanding a joke. Not because someone is clever in writing a joke, but because we understand the joke coming from from the ones who give the joke. Yeah, like something like, I get it. Mo na makatawa ta. Mo na para Habs, everything is grounded in self-interest or just our own lang yun. Kining our inflated ego nga kita lang, like centered idea kaayo. Wala ko nasuko ka Habs ha. Ako lang ikuan. So, para sa kahabs, wala yung mga altruistic thing, nga other regarding acts. Kay, para sa iya ha, all we do is just reimagining situation that we perceive to be something nga mahitabo pud sa ato. So, pero gusto ka mo nitabang ka sa isa ka tao, kaya nakita nimo nagkalisod siya, imong gitabangan niya, tuo kag dili to siya self-interested to kay the reason nga nang gitabangan nimo siya kay imong nakita imong kaugalingon sa iya nga kung nagkalisod, so imong ma-feel nga kung ako to nagkalisod ato be, mangita man pug someone niya mutabang sa ako. So that's how our mental gymnastic works. And there are so much more example as to this ganong self-interested ta and prevalent and relevant gyapon ang idea ni Habs nga no ingana ang state of nature sa mga tao. So unsa gyud ang purpose of life? Ang purpose gyud sa life para kang Habs is to preserve our vital motion, to preserve basta all about preservation ra ni dirite. Man, the desiring animal, is more often in pain than pleasure, constantly fearful, anticipating loss, worried about the future, restless, unable to achieve satisfaction, forever moved by desire, have no end and no real purpose. So before guys, ina ko ha kung hapit ako mahuman sa akong time kay para ma-sort out na ko kung ako na bang i-end or dili. Understand? Are you still with me, guys?
Yes.
Dili na kay ko paspas.
Sakto ra.
So, okay, let me continue. Diba no, ingon to nga man is a desiring animal. Pero instead of kanang having more pleasure in this world, we are more in pain. Nga naman, we're constantly fearful, anticipating loss, worried about the future, restless, and unable to achieve satisfaction. In a nutshell, we are uncontented by what we have. Kaya nga no, you are constantly worrying about something that may happen to us, something that may happen to our possession, to our loved ones, to our desires na mawala siya and taken advantage or taken from us. And that is the state of nature para kahabs. Mong ana siya, the best defense is to be offensive. Kay wala makakabalo kung ikaw nag-gather kag mga pagkaon nimo, imuhang supply. Di makakabalo kung kawatan ba ka, tikasan ba ka, i-manipulate ba ka para i-take advantage ka. So the best way to defend yourself is to offense, to attack. Mao nang para ka Habs. Life is nothing but short, brutish, and nasty. Baliktad. Nasty, brutish, and short. Nga no, para kang Habs, mo yung argument nganong ing-ani ang state of nature, nganong warlike gyud kaayo ang kalibutan. Tungod kay scarcity breeds competition. That's for number 1. Competition leads to theft and conflict. Number 3, theft and conflict instill fear in person. And with that, fear leaves person in perpetual anticipation of attack. And last one is anticipation of attack leads to person to attack first. Mao nang because we wanted to preserve our life, we wanted to protect ourselves. The best way para mabuhi ka is patyo ng mga any possible person na mupatay sa imuha. Mo nang para kang Habs, we are all equal. We are all equal. Kaya nga no, even the weakest has the possibility to kill the strongest. Mo nang even though if you perceive yourself as the strongest, you are still not devoid from fear of death. Mag-equal ta ninyong tanan sa kamatayan. Charis. Ako rin nalingaw tao. So, para kang Habs, war of every man is against every man. Imong kalaban kay ang uban ra pug mga tao, imong kaugalingon. Nganong para sa iya ha, short, nasty, and brutish ang kalibutan? Because solidarity, not because we are hermits, but because there are no commitments we can trust. Poor because the standard of living is low. Nasty because the reasons demands we destroy or be destroyed. Brutish because the human species could not develop any refined possession in such circumstances. And above all, short because the threat of violent death is everywhere. Mo ng state of nature, Habs. Mo ang kalibutan nato para ka Habs. Mo nang sa atong buhaton para dili na mahimo ing ani nga we escape the state of nature. Mo na din ni si Habs ang nag-create aning social contract guys ha. Social contract emerged from the ideas of intellectuals at that time na na-realize nila nga dili man daday dapat sa mga kings o queens gikan ang power mo gi-appoint sila ni God gikan sa atua. Mo nang try og marry lagi pakasal ni Habs ang social contract o his idea of state of nature and how we can escape it. So this is to say that every man ought to endeavor peace as far as he has hopes to obtaining it, and when he cannot obtain it, that he may seek and use all helps and advantage of war. So para ka Habs, tungod kay warlike man at kayo ang condition sa atong society, we must all agree for peace. And how we do this is we give up our liberty and most of our interest to the state. Kay para ang state na mismo ang mag-handle sa atua, and we no longer fear of kanang being attacked or in a constant worry of taking advantage of. Mo nang gikan iyang second law yang iyang idea nga of Leviathan. So kining Leviathan gikan ni siya sa Bible, I think, katong giingon diri nga the biggest creature nga na-mention sa Bible. Diri niya gikuha like a metaphor as to the sovereign or the state. So para kang Habs is that ihatag dapat nato ang liberty sa sovereign para si sovereign na mismo ang mo-protect sa ato. And si sovereign has the absolute power to do whatever to do whatever he likes as long as he does not the sovereign does not directly threaten us to kill us. So long as dili tapat yun sa sovereign, dapat we must abide to the decision, to whatever the sovereign wants us to do, or what it wants the society to be. This is what his ideas of absolutism comes in. Kay if you wanted to be protected, then you must all abide the laws that's set out the by the sovereign. And the sovereign is unbiased judge. Sabutan na niya. All of our concerns is ihatag nato sa i pasa nato sa sovereign, and sovereign mismo ang mag-decide kung unsa dapat ang buhaton, and you have no right nga to object sa unsay decision sa sovereign, kay you have willingly agreed or unsay sabot aning covenants nga nagpromise na ta nga mo follow ta sa sovereign. And that's the nutshell of the sovereign. Nga, it can do whatever it wants so long as it does not kill us. Deterrence. Unsay pasabot din sa deterrence? Kanang we revolt against the system. So para kang hubs, dili dapat na mo revolt with the system. Kay mo daw na ang reason nga no ma-break ang social contract. Para sa iya ha, when people started to object to the sovereign, it sparks chaos and war. Mo nang para sa iya ha, the sovereign has the right to kill those who may harm the social contract. That's basically it. So, there will be fear because importante ang fear as ayang pasabot diri covenants entered into by fear are obligatory. So kinahanglan jud ang fear para mo agree ang tanan, mo abide ang tanan for the sake of peace. Recall that we are just machine programmed to behave in ways determined by our desire. Thus, even when we act voluntarily, we act out of necessity for hubs. The random case is but the ransom
The random.
case, yeah, ayun. All of which comes down to our state of nature. So there you have it. The only time nga makakuan ta sa sovereign is kanang nanadyoy direct threat nga dili na nato ma-preserve ang ato ang rights for motion. Motion pasabot kay protection of our life or the continuity of our life. So there you have it. Any question about the kingdom of means and what about the hub's idea and in general? Do you have any question? Because
Wala.
ayun. Bitaw, do you have any question, guys? Kay para sa paspasa rin ko ito. Grabe ka rundown ka ito. Pero that's basically the nutshell of Hobbes' idea of state of nature, linguistic, political linguistic, and basically how the state is formed.
So, basically, Jeff, to conclude kay ana lugar kanang we need to surrender our liberties to the sovereign, which is the government, in order to fully pursue our self-interest without the interference of others.
Yes. That's basically it. Pero kanang to pursue our own interest is lisod siya. Kaya nga no, di ba I agreed to surrender some of my rights para for the sake of peace, and you surrender yours for the sake of peace para walay isa sa ato nga mo attack. We do not attack each other. So there is a limit to it. Kay if your interest is, if your pursuit of interest is makaapekto sa ko interest, then there comes the sovereign na dayon to decide kung unsa dapat ang mahitabos or unsa dapat ang mahimong desisyon. And we both of us have no right to object. Kaya lagi, we all agreed nga, sovereign is sovereign. And thus, absolute in itself. Gets ba?
Gets ra, gets ra.
Sige. Akong question sa inyo ha karon is, does the idea of Hobbes suggest the reason why authoritarian regime emerge or happens or occur? Tanan na lang. Basically, gasad mo ba ni ang groundings nganong ga-emerge ang mga authoritarian or nganong ga survive gyapon ang authoritarian at this time? Og nindot bang idea or desirable ba na idea ang idea ni Hobbes? Saan para sa inyo ha?
I think to assume nga Hobbes' theory of social contract is the only basis for absolute monarchy is somewhat limiting. Kay of course there are ideologies such as Machiavelli's beliefs that that is also the main drive or reason why absolute monarchy is somewhat popular in various countries that are leaning more on conservative types, di ba? And to only assume nga kanang people surrender their fully surrender their liberties to the government in order to really fully function and let the government decide for them is somewhat kind of flawed, don't you think? Kay considering also the factor nga kanang na atong people at nga reside ato nga city or country, it is embedded upon them nga kanang wala sila karapatan to voice out simply because they are born in the system that they can't somewhat control po, di ba? So of course, accustomed sila ato nga ideology and that absolute monarchy is somewhat the best for them or ginana. Pero I don't think nga kanang Hobbes stance or ideologies is the only basis for absolute monarchy lang jud.
Okay, thank you, Aljen. Actually, naka-hit ka og point. 'Di ba? Ano si Machiavelli nga? Ruler is born from those charismatic leaders. They become leaders because they're charismatic in some ways and has made their way up to the top through dirty hands. And para kang Hobbes, unsay connection ani? Diri na divorce ang idea ni Machiavelli og ni Hobbes. Kay para ka Hobbes, wala may prince. There is no such thing as prince. No? We create prince. We decide who rules and who becomes the sovereign. So regardless if ang sovereign kay pila ka tao, it is governed by one, governed by few, governed by many, those who are in power are the sovereign or the head in his idea. So this is where we kind of divorce the idea of monarchy nga. It is only the king or a queen that rules. Pero the sovereign becomes who the rulers are or who the ruler is. Gets ba? Nga we create nga rulers are not born but is rather built. Diba? Gets ba? So as to my question earlier, unsay nakanindot para sa inyong understanding, unsay nakanindot sa idea ni Hobbes ug unsay nakamaot sa iyang idea? Is it persuasive ba persuasive ba para sa inyo ha ang iyang idea nga our state of nature is short, nasty, brutish and short, Are we really self-interested? Are we rational in a sense nga rationality scouts for desire? Do you agree nga permitted ka desire? Nga there is no cessation of your desire? Do you agree nga all of your actions are deeply motivated by your own interests? Are you a self-interested animal? That is the question. So, are we all settled na ba? Are we ready to jump into the new discussion with Neil Isaiah Labastilla?
Kuan actually si Aldrin ang salak, di ba ga-change
Ay,
yung
oo.
kaganinang
Ay, okay.
podcast. Okay.
Now, that ends my discussion and I hope biska gamay lang nakaget ta sa idea ni Habs o nahatagan ako justice ang idea ni Habs. So thank you and I will be passing the microphone to Aldrin Matthew Godoy discussing the ideas of luck.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. Madunggan ra ko na.
Yes.
Okay. So, I'm only going to focus sa main points lang jud sa chapter ni Locke, which is I'm going to first discuss which is the core essence sa ihang chapter, which is the state of nature. So, Locke's theory is solely focused on protecting our right to property, which includes the right to life, liberty, and also includes the right to life, 'di ba? Our rights to to own, and our rights to have the things that we currently enjoy right now. So, let's first delve in towards the state of nature ni Locke. So, Locke's state of nature is rooted towards leaning towards striving for equality, because and he argues nga kanang everyone is entitled to have a portion of what is given to us by God, and to have a portion of, right, yes, to have a portion. Now, in comparison sa state of nature ni Hobbes, which is a state of war, ang state of nature ni Locke is leaning towards aiming for equality. Dapat natay right to have our own properties, to have a fair share on on the equal distribution of these goods or anything that exists in order to fully sustain and live. So, of course, it comes along the limits. To what extent can we have the rights to have these kinds of resources or or supplies, which leads us to the essence of equality. Now, when we say equality, of course there are tendencies nga kanang we can say nga equality is subjective, and somewhat equity is somewhat in a way nga kanang much more beneficial. Of course, argumentative man jud kaayo ang atong concept of equality, because I believe that there is no universal agreement of what equality truly means. It depends on the context usually. So, however, in Locke's context, equality has its own limits, which we will discuss, which is the two limits, which is we need to only get a portion of the share or the resources that we have, that we need to only get resources that we need. I'd like to emphasize the word need, because that's one of the most crucial point in Locke's limits. We need to only get the things that we need, and going to get things that we don't need is somewhat kanang overstepping the boundaries. So that's one of the limits. The second limit is that we shouldn't have to compromise other people, and we need to leave resources for other people in hopes nga if we are to put ourselves in the shoes of those people nga they haven't had their resources yet, nga kana in the future, if we are to be in their shoes, we would be able to also cater the needs or resources that we are also strive or we also need. So those are the two limits. The limits to equality, or the limits to our capacity to have a fair share, is first is to only get what we need, and second is to leave some resources or supplies for others. Now, go to digress, we will now discuss first about when can we say that something is ato ajod, when can we have the right to property, which leads us to the discussion about labor. Now, according to Locke, labor is one of the crucial factors to, that indicates whether we have the right to those properties that we believe in. So, can labor alone be the basis for our right to have the property? Now we have the story, which is the mixed theory. Do correct me if I'm wrong. Pero according sa chapter na ay mix ano dara, mixing mixed theory ba to? Basta
Basta kay
it's a
mix-mix. Mikos-mikos.
mix na kanang, 'di ba? Let's first describe what kanang let's first have a context of labor muna. Sige. So, ako as a person, God has created the land, right? And I planted some seeds, nagplant ko. Of course, in the past, people have no right to a land yet. However, as a person who put in their labor, nagplant kog seeds, plant kog trees in order for me to fully sustain my needs without compromising others, I now have the right to that property, to that land, simply because I put my labor into it. However, in contrast, we have this story about the mixing basta katong mix nga kanang gimix niya ang for instance, di ba na murag kanang water, murag nagmix siya kanang paint dito. So, ang theory is that the theory goes like the idea is that kanang katong water is mas spread daw to siya sa sea. So the sea is now let's say nga kanang the paint or the mix is color blue, ay color green. Now the once nga kanang katong color green is maadto na sa sea, of course the sea will be color green, right? So since color green naman ang sea, and I put my labor in mixing that color green in the water, then does that imply that I now have the property or the right to have the sea as my property? Of course, it would not be safe to assume that, right? Which is why we have the concept of value. Now, when can we say, with that in mind, we can now say, or we can now assume or conclude that the concept of the right to property now comes with two things. And the concept of the right to property should is required to have these two things, which is the value. If you put value and labor on the properties that should you should own, right? So when you put labor, or when you put the value to those things that you now have, you will now be entitled to have those properties. Now, moreover, we will now proceed to the we will now proceed to the we will now go back to the state of nature. So in the past manggod, during Locke's time, sa iyang time, there is absolute monarchy. Now, of course, naman may questions nganong ang social contract ni Hobbes aims to is solely focused on the right to property. Now, the reason for this is lagi Locke's current government in his time is suffering from absolute monarchy, and that there is no stable basis for people to have their rights, and that absolute monarchy is somewhat kind of compromising the values, or the to what extent can those people enjoy their lives. So of course, Locke proposed his social contract, which is solely focused on the right to property. Now, why is there a reason for a government in his time? Why is there a reason for a government despite having a stable basis, which is now the right to property? The first reason is the reasons is the inconveniences of the state. So what are these inconveniences? This refers to the lack of an indifferent judge, and second is the lack of executive power. So when we say indifferent judge, this refers to cases or disputes, right? We are in the contemporary world that we are now living in. Of course, there it is inevitable for us to encounter disputes to for rights, for especially on land rights, whether this land is owned by this person, by the lumad, or by the current people that are already staying there, 'di ba? So lack of indifferent judge. Even judges, even reasonable people struggle to be impartial when judging their own cases or disputes, which is why there's a need for government, which is why there's a need for a government. Second is the executive power. There's a need for a government because this executive power will help in establishing clear boundaries to what extent can you have a title or you are entitled to those properties, di ba? So mao to. Now, we will now discuss about the social contract ni Locke. So unsa man ang social contract ni Locke?
Hello? Napay social contract?
Wait sa kajut lang sa guys.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay ra din.
Okay, pakadren.
I think part na sa social contract nila.
Uy, tuod ba? Apel pa ni ang 13 to 16 sa exam?
Yes, all chapters.
Appeal tanan, oo. Tamang conclusion.
Tas human sa exam is mag-oral pud si sir about aning 13 to 16.
Yes, mag-oral daw siya.
Okay, thank you, Pastor Neil.
Okay, now going back, what is Locke's social contract? Now, Locke's social contract is heavily rooted on majority rule, and that we are in a system of majority rule in hopes of protecting, in order for us to effectively protect our right to lives, liberties, and estates, which is basically the right to property. Now, now, Locke's social contract is deemed as contractual minimalist. So what does contractual minimalist imply? Now, contractual minimalist simply implies that we do not enter to the social contract out of desperate fear, just like in Hobbes' view, but rather to seek a fiduciary arrangement that provides a known and indifferent judge. and an executive to better protect the lives and property they already possess. So basically, contractual minimalist simply implies nga kanang we are not we are not simply engaging in this social contract out of fear kay lagi in Hobbes' state of nature na war. However, in Locke's state of nature, we are striving for equality, and in the pursuit of equality, in the pursuit of equality, we are aiming to also at the same time protect our right to property. So that's basically ang social contract ni Hobbes. Now, moving on, naay inequalities nga we can't really pursue equality, right? Kay wala man joy walay ka ng there is no such thing as perfect equality. There are also tensions and critiques regarding Hobbes' stances and ideologies. Because of course, equality is somewhat an idea nga kanang cannot be cannot be perfect. However, our governments at present is striving or trying to achieve the equality that Locke speaks of. And despite even if we do not achieve those equality nga Locke nga gina-strive ni Locke, we still have his ideologies, which is the right to life, liberty, and property, as the universal basis or a stable basis for an authority for a democratic government or even an authoritarian government to have to for their people to also enjoy the rights to ownership or to property. Now, we will now proceed sa tensions and critiques regarding Locke's ideologies. First is naay tension between individual rights and majority. Kay lagi, we are living in Locke's ideology or belief, we are living in a majority rule. So what does this mean? Of course, other sectors, those who are marginalized group, kay of course makompromise jud ang ilahang values, kay lagi majority wins man regardless whether what we want is compromising the minorities. So na tension between individual rights and majority. That's one of the critique. Next is the limits of toleration. So what does limits of toleration imply? Limits of toleration indicates nga kanang to what extent can we tolerate the wants and needs of the majority. This includes ang religions just like Christians, mga inana. Now for Locke, he believes nga kanang he somewhat does not tolerate other religion. He is an advocate of religions and that everyone has the right to express their religion. However, he somewhat does not agree. He is not fond of Christians or religions as the basis of political decisions or choices. However, if you have an argument regarding this remark, feel free to argue. Next
Feel free
is
to modify.
we have taxation and redistribution. Now, one of the notable reason why we cannot strive for equality is simply the emergence of currency, the emergence of money mismo. So the emergence of currency, people now in the past people didn't have access to money, to currency. They didn't have the idea or the concept of exchanging money for goods. In the past, we are exerting our labor and putting value to things in order for us to have a title on those things. But now at present, money can now be used as basis for entitlement, for the right to property, which is what because people nowadays this concept of money or the concept of currency has now paved way for people to to have more than what they need, which is why Locke considers this as one of the notable reasons why we cannot strive for a perfect quality, and one of the reasons why this is why there is inequality. Which and to digress, we are now going back to the taxation and redistribution. Taxation is somewhat imperative because it is one of the things that regulates the economic system that we are currently living in, because the emergence of money cannot be regulated by any other concept rather than taxation, and also to limit the people from enjoying the things that are huh but for enjoying the things that they to prevent people from enjoying things that they do not need. Maginana ang idea. Lastly, we have right of revolution. Now, Locke advocates for right of revolution, and that us people, since we are enjoying a majority rule, we have the right to, of course, to oppose the government once nga our rights to life, property, or liberty are compromised, and that the government is now not upholding the social contract that we have agreed in. Kaya lagi the social contract states that of course the government is kanang needed to do his part, and yung part is to protect our life, liberty, and property, our right to property mismo. And if that part is not upheld, basta upholded, kay we are Locke advocates that strive for revolution. Now, to conclude, I would like to end my discussion by concluding that Locke's ideologies is simply leaning towards protecting our right to property, because he believes that this right to property can be used as a basis and as prevention to absolute monarchy that he once suffered from. That's all. Thank you, guys. Oh my God. I go, Jeff. Do you have any questions, clarifications,
Ano,
modification?
kulbaan mo? Ano,
Huh?
kulbaan man? Okay, di ba, during the time of Locke, it was also a time of slavery. Now, in his idea, things becomes ours because we put labor to it. How does the idea of Locke justify slavery?
Oh my God. Locke justifies slavery. Oh my. Wala. Na sa chapter, Jeff.
Actually, oo, naa. Itong master versus kuan.
Ano sa to? Versus
Ay, dili, like, i-search lang master.
master. Wait sa. Sige daw, Jeff. Ikaw daw. Anong reason? Ano reason? Anong ano? Ano justification niya to slavery?
Actually, during the time of Locke, slavery was a norm already. So there wasn't really a question as to it was right or wrong in terms of justification, but more of karang putting value kay the ones who put labor are those slaves, diba? Those who those who uh those who gather woods or anything na gikan sa labor sa mga slaves is a subject from their master. So ibig sabihin niya, whatever the labor nga gi-exert sa isa ka slave, it is all coming down from the master because the slave is a subject possession of the master. So there you have it. Pero abot lang, dili ko sure ito nga kuan. Pero basin lang uban, guys, basin lang may kuan, ma-offer nga mas clear pa
So,
nga idea.
walay dili man oppose sila sa idea of slavery basically.
Dili siya oppose.
Okay, gets.
Di ba
Okay,
if
thank
the nature, sorry, di ba if nature sa tao nga slave siya din, dapat ma-fulfill di ba niya iyang nature?
Yes, that was the norm at the time. That some people are not as born equal as the other. Ay,
Ayo.
wala siya katong sa book bitaw nga. Everyone is born equal, but some are more equal than others. Anang narrative before.
What he said.
Ayun, thank you so much, Aldrin, for such a very fruitful discussion and pretty much a good review of his idea, overview of his idea. Now we would like to hear more from the ideas of Rousseau, which will be discussed by Neil Isaya.
So, thank you Dino, thank you Drin sa pag-discuss ni Locke. So, karon mabot na ta sa atong last nga political thinker nga i-discuss karong gabi which is si Rousseau. Si Rousseau ang book ni Rousseau is na-divide into two, chapter 11 and chapter 12. First, we will discuss Rousseau and the rustic. So, unsa jud di ay ang political philosophy ni Rousseau? As in the book, no, it states that Rousseau is a romantic, a utopian who turns to natural man as his ideas of all that is good and pure as compared to the disease that is civilization. From that statement itself, meaning nga, giganahan bitaw si Rousseau sa natural man. Nganong ganaman siya natural man? It's because kana bitaw good siya. To the sense nga wala pa siya kabalo unsay mali. Bitaw like kumaga inosente siya ba. With Rousseau, of course, the surprise is that he praises the state of nature only to tell us that it never existed. So si Rousseau, di ba, same with Hobbes and Locke na sila ilang own definition sa state of nature. Si Rousseau, dili siya mutuo nga ning exist si state of nature. However, gigamit niya si state of nature for fiction. No? He believed that state of nature is a fiction. And may balan na to na later nga nung gihimo niyag fiction ang state of nature. So, daghan kayo confession si Rousseau, but we will not delve into that different kinds of confession. So, the deeper the secret he confesses, the more pure and trustworthy a character he is supposed to emerge in our eyes. So, ang kabalo naman mo sa iyang mga confession and sa iyang philosophy is that katung nga mga confession niya, di ba daghan man siya kumbaga nakasala siya or like naman siya mga kumbaga immoral thing nga ginabuhat. Is it really iyang character or is it the fault of the society? So maunay kumbaga central bitaw sa iyang thinking. So the romantic Rousseau and the love of nature. First, so kuan kana bitaw nature sa ta. The origin of inequality is far more social than it is natural. So he believed that inequality is not natural, but it is social. People may differ naturally in qualities such as strength, speed, dexterity, height, or even beauty, but natural differences matter only when social conventions assign more value to one set of attributes than to others. So, na equal ta, pero natay lahi nga mga, we have that equal access man. However, kung taga na to more importance ang isa ka isa ka butang, meaning there is an inequality to that. Di ba? Dili siya natural. Kumbaga, it is kana bitaw socially constructed bitaw nga. Ay, kanang ako mismo moingon nga mas ganahan ko ani niya kay kanang na siya iyang attributes nga mas nindot kaysa ani niya. So, it is determined jud socially nga na inequality. Second, most social and economic inequality is unjust. Of course, inequality is unjust man jud. Some philosopher think nga ma-legitimize nila ang mga first contract where we pledge to protect our own with one another's property, but they forget that the terms of contract always favor the rich. So, si Rousseau ning ingon nga kana daw mga contracts, social contracts nga gi-formulate sa mga philosophers, it only favors the rich. If it favors the rich, then unsa day ang social contract ni Rousseau? So ato na ma-delve deeper later, no? The state of nature. Kaganina ning ingon ko nga si Rousseau dili siya motuo nga ning exist state of nature, but he emphasizes the state of nature as a fiction. Ngano man, because his state of nature is historically a myth, it nonetheless captures a moral truth that can guide our political practices. So, dili siya kana bitaw, wala dyan state of nature. Same sa concept ni Hobbes nga state of nature is, diba, brutish, solitary, poor, nasty, mga. So, to begin with, the state of nature was a state of plenty rather than scarcity. Kang Rousseau, he believes that ang state of nature daw is kana bitaw like daghan na ay mga pagkaon, na ay resources, walay gubot. Rousseau's initial point here is that the natural necessities of life are few, modest, and easily met. So, dali ra ka makakuhag pagkaon, dali ra ka makakuhag tubig, modest siya, walay gubot, kanang simple ra bitaw. So, as Rousseau puts it, from our being born with social nature, it is impossible to conceive why in this primitive state one man should have more occasion for the assistance of another than one monkey or one wolf for that of another animal of the same species. So si Rousseau po emphasizes the self-preservation. Now, self-preservation was almost his only concern. So, the first that natural man was good sa natural goodness ta. So, kasabot ra mo guys. So, wait lang ha. Naay two arguments si Rousseau when it comes to natural goodness. Diba natural goodness is that inosente ang isa ka tawo, kayo lagi state of nature, wala pa siya kabalo sa inequality, wala pa comparison. The first is that natural man was good by default. Meaning, pag anak sa isa ka tawo, butan siya. Since he remained innocent of the enlightened ideas, specious reasoning that set civilization apart. So, first, ang natural man daw is butan. Ano man kay wala pa may mga like there is no kana bitawng comparison or wala pa laing mga social attributes that will cause inequality. Now, so he also emphasizes here the sexuality. Sexuality is the example he returns to time and again for the peace of nature. In civilization, the sexual drive is agitated and impetuous, a terrible passion. So, although we are naturally good, sexuality is a brutal rage in which it transports him proper to destroy the human species which is destined to preserve. To control the violence of sexuality, civilization depends on law and custom to restrain what nature seems to live wild. So, kana bitaw lisod kaayo i-control or despite the goodness sa isa ka tawo, lisod kaayo bitaw i-control ang sexuality because it is a kana bitaw makahatag jud og drive or kanang it is kana bitaw makapadestroy siya sa human goodness sa isa ka tawo. Once we make this distinction between the natural and moral elements of love and sexuality, we will see that the physical aspects of sexuality are moderate and peaceful. So, motto, the moral aspect is the socially originated customs of...
Saan?
Wait lang ha. Sige, mara to. Ang problema magud ani is that but things turn ugly when we lay over biology a moral and artificial desire to a particular mate, to possess her and to prevent competitors from possessing her. For example, natay ato ang kanang couple or natay ato ang partner. We possess her, but the ugly thing is that dili ta gusto bitaw nga naay competitors ato nga naatay competitors nga mukuha sa iya. Bitaw, mao na siya'y kuan kanang mo na makapa disadvantage sa ingana nga buta. So, natural man is good not just by default, not only for being pure of the evils of society. So, kuan lagi daw kanang naman po'y despite the fact nga kanang good ang tao, naman po siya kaluoy. Najud po siya kaluoy. And also, pity is another principle that has escaped Hobbes. No, it instills in the savage an innate abhorrence to see being suffered that resembles him. As stated ni Jeff kaganina, nga maluoy to sa isa ka tawo just because may imagine na to itong kaugalingon nga nasa iyahang sitwasyon. However, the sad fate of pity is that it is eclipsed by reason. Although natay kaloy sa isa ka tawo, there is a disadvantage about that. Naatay gitawag nga reason. When we have that reason, makontradicts siya sa atong kaluoy. For example, natay kaloy sa isa ka tawo, gusto nato siya tabangan, pero ang atong reasoning dictate sa ato nga dili nato ni tabangan kay ma-disadvantage ko. Dili nato ni tabangan kay basin malabwan ko niya. Ingana bitaw kanang natay kaluoy, but there is a reason that will determine bitaw, that will contradict that will challenge our sympathy or pity. So, natural persons had not yet developed the mental capacity it takes to compare person. During paani nga time kay wala pa na-develop ang bitaw cognitive or wala pa ni-develop ang mental capacity sa isa ka tawo nga mo-compare. Hello?
Ang frontal lobe pa na-develop.
Ha?
Ang frontal lobe wala pa na-develop.
Frontal lobe. Nangutana ka o nag-ingon ka? Basta maoto.
Wala, ginibot.
Regardless of kuan kana bitawng parts of the brain nga atong na-discuss sa UTS. So, basta it is mental capacity. Unsa di ay important sa absence sa comparison? The absence of comparisons is kanang important or crucial to Rousseau. By insisting that creatures who live apart from sustained relationships could not yet have evolved the mind it takes to rank persons, Rousseau. So, wala pa tay comparison, dili pa nato marang kani siya mas better kaysa ani. Kani siya kay mas maayo musayaw kaysa kay ani, no? Nganong first, natural inequalities come to matter only when equality we happen to possess wins us respect, praise, worth, or value in the eyes of others. For example, naay duha ka tawo. Both of them kabalo mo sayaw. However, sa pagsayaw nilang duha, ang mga audience is that nakafocus sa isa ka tawo. Ngano nakafocus sa isa ka tawo? Because there is something nga naposes sa isa ka tawo nga much better or mas taas kaysa naposes sa isa ka tawo. Nga na ba nasabtan ninyo? Natural inequalities come to matter only when equality we happen to possess wins as respect. Gitagaan tag respeto because of our possession. Gitagaan ta og worth. Bitaw something like that. Also, natural man is honest. Ang natural man daw is kana bitong dili kabalo mamutbot. So, in society, we are always concerned with what others think of us. We are motivated to do what will win us honor. So, kana bitaw, kumbaga nga, we dictate or we follow kung unsay mga thinking sa uban about sa atoa. So, mo na gitawag nato nga outer direction. There are two kinds this, inner directed and outer directed. Rousseau's point is that society harnesses us to outer direction and this orientation necessarily involves deceiving others as well as ourselves. So, ang term nga outer direction is that mutuo ka sa mga gipang istorya sa uban nga tawo about sa imuha. And the disadvantage of that is that it may deceive you. For kintay pa lang, moingon ang isa ka tawo nga ingani ka. So gibinuangan ra di ay kaniya nga ingana ka. Mo na gitawag nito nga outer direction. Dapat gitawag nga inner direction, meaning you believe in yourself nga mao ka. Mutuo ka bitaw nga although kay bitaw mutuo ka nga ay ingani man ko dili man ko the same sa kung siyang giingon about sa ako something like that. So back in the state of nature, we could not help but be honest, since there was no such thing yet as reputation or public esteem. As Rousseau writes, savage man lives within himself. In other words, natural man had the merit of authenticity, or what the French critic Jean Monnet or transparency bitaw nga. We are transparent kay we are kana bitaw transparent ta to the fact nga kanang wala patay mga dautan nga na-possess sa tua or our mentality is still innocent. So, wait lang. The birth of social psychology and the origins of inequality. What it means to live in society by contrast is to develop a consciousness of oneself and one's worth only in relation to other people. Unsaon din nato pagkabalo nga maayo ta? Dictate ang the only factor nga makabalo ta nga maayo ta or unsa ta is because of the kung unsay gipang-ingon sa uban nga tawo, unsay giingon sa society about sa tua. The birth of comparative thought makes the benign natural inequalities turn malignant. So, niabot na diri ang comparison. Kanina na inequality. Kay nga naman, mas maayo siya kaysa sa kuha. Gi-compare ta sa society, sa about ani, gi-compare ta niya. For example, kato same sa akong gingon ganiha nga, naidwa ka tawo, kabalo sila mo sayo, but through comparison, kita gaano naay inequality. Mas maayo ang isa kaysa sa usa. So, to live with other person is to become dependent on their judgment for our own self and self-worth. So, kung na daw ta sa society, when we delve ourselves into society, madependent ta sa ilang judgment. Bitaw, public esteem controls is self-esteem and reputation dictates behavior. Kung unsa man kuy ilang giingon sa atoa, mo puy atong buhaton, maunay nakamali ana. Also, natay gitawag nga introduction of private property, mao pod na reason nga nung natay inequality, human now fall into conflict over competition for property. Natay competition, not necessity but an insatiable ambition to outstrip others, inspire all men with a weak inclination to injure each other and always a secret desire of profiting at the expense of others. So, kana bitang true property, gusto na ta or makabalo na ta nga ay mas maayo nga akong kuhaon iyang property kay mas maka-benefit sa ako mo na gitaw nga na mo na po na mga one of the reasons of kanang mga one of the reasons nga natay inequality. Kang Rousseau pod ingon siya nga there is no legitimacy in the social contract. because the social contract is the pinnacle of our loss of freedom. Nga naman, because social contract favors only with the rich. Diba? It pretends to treat persons fairly, but in reality, it is a devious device for imposing the domination of the rich na submissive and enslaved poor. So, social contract daw ang gawid ana sa social contract daw ang gawid ana is katong bitong mga rich nga only for the benefit for them nga gina-enslave ta sa ila. So, gi-emphasize po niya diri nga man was born free and everywhere he is in chains. But despite sa mga inequality ngayong ana no, kung saan na to pagbalik sa state of nature or like kung saan na to pagbalik bitaw nga good ta, mubalik pa ba ta sa state of nature? Dili na ta mubalik ana kay mabot na diri si chapter 12 which is Rousseau and the political. What is it to be done? Usa di ang ibuhaton. So, Rousseau called for politics that will bring us further into the social condition than ever before, molding and transforming human nature from the moment we first taste a mother's milk. Rousseau triumphantly announces the political necessity. So, gi-emphasize niya na there is a political necessity to destroy our human natures to reduce to nothing the powers we enjoy in the state of nature. So, katong inequality, there is inequality, and so unsaon na to na siya pag-intervene, there is politics. There is politics to control our state of nature, to control the inequalities or to prevent the inequalities to happen. So, gi-introduce niya iyang social contract. Unsa iyang social contract? Iyang social contract is that there is general will, no? Kanisa. So, before ta mo delve deeper, ana, any social contract that results in my surrendering my freedom to obey myself, only to obey the will of some other particular person. Kuan, kani. Gi-emphasize niya nga, ang, di ba, social contract is that we surrender ourselves to a sovereign, to a single person, di ba, na ingana man ang social contract. Kumbaga atong gi-surrender atong self. Dili na siya maayo because kayrani na siya para sa iya. So, iyang gi-introduce yung social contract nga there is a general will. Meaning, general will of the people bitaw nga. Kanang dili na wala na siya inequality because ang imuhang will ug ako ang will is the same. Meaning is that I am agreeing to obey dili ka but kita. Ning sulod ko ani nga contracts is because ning obey ko or ning sugot ko nga or ning obey ko sa I am agreeing to obey the sovereign authority of the community of which I am an equal part. Ning sulod ko ani not because I will follow you but I will follow us. He emphasizes the word us because kung unsay will niya, kung unsay will nako, kung unsay will sa uban nga common, mauna ang among sundon. So, the condition of obedience are equal for all, and thus no person could have any interest in making unjust laws. So, walay mga mahitabo ang unjust laws because the will, kita may makabenefit. For example, ako muhimo kog unjust laws. So, ma-appeal po ko ana because it is our will man. Kana mang kumagabitaw, dili ka makabuhat o mga butang nga mga dautan, it's because maapektuhan man gihapon ka. Since everyone engaged in the same act of mutual surrender to everyone else, I acquire the same rights over my fellow community. Kung unsay rights nako, mo po'y rights nimo. Kung unsay maka-benefit sa imo, mo po'y ma-appeal sa ako . Diba, ingana bitaw nga, the social contract can make an authority legitimate only. So, ingon si Rousseau nga, ang social contract daw, ma-legitimate lang siya if that authority is lodged in the community as a whole. So, he emphasizes the word community as a whole, with each member of that community entitled to an equal say in what the will of the communities is. Unsa di ay nang unsaon daw nato pag-determine ang general will? Is it by the majority or it is the commonality of the will? It doesn't kanang although kaingon ta nga majority ani nga citizen kay ani lang gusto mo, so therefore mo ni lang general will, dili ana. Ang point ni Rousseau is that through the commonality of your interest or of your will, natay gitawag nga general will. So ing ana, Rousseau, he emphasizes that unlike Aristotle, the individual comes into being only by joining a community and changing from self-interested calculator into a citizen devoted to public good. So, kana bitong we tend to do goodness for the public, for the sake of the public, not for the self of our own interest. Political community is a strong union in which the common good emerges as more than something different from the sum of individual interest. The common good is a genuinely shared good that changes the interest we have as individuals. Inside strong communities, we experience for the first time the elevated moral freedom that comes from exercising another kind of willpower, another kind of free will together. So, with that kind of free will together, no, makuha nato nga there is union or there is kanang harmony in the community. Kay kung unsay wala na may inequality ana, kay same naman ta, equal naman ta. Kung unsay gusto nimo, dili naman ka makahimo og mga unjust laws kay maapektuhan ra man gihapon ka. So yung ana, the general will is my own best will, but a willpower of which I am capable only when I live together with a fellow citizen. Walay general will if ikaw lang. How come nga ma-general will na if isolated ka, if ikaw lang? You should be delved into the society, in the society to have a general will. And I'm inspired by the ties of citizenship to choose what is good for us. What is good for us, not what is good for me. So, unsa? Moto. To choose what is good for us, what is for the common good, and rather than what is merely in my self-interest. So, de-emphasize put the general will is not something you can sensibly ask another person to represent. As soon as you use your freedom to deputize others to act for you, have lost your freedom. For Rousseau, citizenship can never be a spectator sport. So, kani, diba? Ano na siya? Ingon siya nga, being a citizen daw is that dili ta magsalig, di ba? Naman ko diri sa book is that there is a story nga kana bitaw kanang criticize ni Rousseau ang isa ka tawo because he emphasizes that kana bitaw madaladala rag kana bitaw entertainment ba nga madala ra og for example kintay bayaran ti ka para bayaran ti ka or mulantaw og anything nga entertainment for my own good para malipay ko. So dili daw ing ana because a citizen is not a spectator, meaning dili ka magsalig, dili bitaw ka dili ka free riding bitaw nga ay sila ray bahala ana, mulantaw ra ko magsalig ako, dili ing ana. It is a kana bitaw community nga shared community nga mga kana bitang pagabuhaton or mga actions nga makabenefit sa whole societies. So, in citizenship, Rousseau requires eliminating all those conflict of interest that stem from being part mother. Okay. Kana bitaw we should be doing an action that is good for the public. We should kana bitaw moto kung gingon nga diya nga dili ta magsalig kana magtinabangay ta for the betterment of the society. He also emphasizes kani napoy dilemma ani no sa legislative sa lawmaking nata. Ingon diri nga it takes good citizen to make good laws but it takes good laws to make good citizens in the first place. Unsa day maayo? Kinahanglan ba nga naay maayong mga citizen para naay maayo nga mga balaod? Or kinahanglan og maayo nga balaod para naay maayo nga mga tawo? Ingon si Rousseau diri is that ning side siya diri ni Machiavelli nga Rousseau agrees with Machiavelli that the founding of a decent community requires the presence of an extraordinary legislator or like Moses. Ngano man is that some persons are so extraordinary to the fact that they essentially embody the general will. So, ingon siya nga, we need a legislator, a great legislator, kay there are some legislator nga extraordinary, meaning that they can embody or they have the knowledge on what is the general will. Mao na siya. So, being a citizen is not naturally, dili siya being a citizen, a good citizen is not natural, it is social. So, we should, dapat mamold ta into a better citizen, no? Dapat na I love of country. Country, ingon diri nga, kuan kanang, love of country instills in the citizen that sense of being at one with the people around him which the savvy achieve by ignoring them. So meaning ana is that mobalik gyapon ko sa point nga magtinabangay ta for the betterment of the society because general will man na mo manay gusto sa common, mo manay kumaga kung unsay mahitabo sa ako mo po'y mahitabo sa imuha kay same man ta, equal man ta, so mao na siya no nga they go to forget kana bitaw to the point nga there are some instances nga mahitabo na lang nga makalimot ka nga na day kay amigo because kay you are self-interested na. They go to forget their friends and concern themselves with fables in order to cry for the misfortunes of the dead or to laugh at the expense of the living. So, mao to siya nga kana bitaw kanang they go to entertainment nga makahilak ka kung unsay gibuhat sa actors pero wala kaning lantaw bitaw sa reality, wala kaning gawas bitaw nga ay ning hila na pudik mga kaguol ang ako mga kauban nga citizen. Kani bitaw for example mosulod ka sa isa ka sinihan, malipay ka kay na-entertain ka sa ilang mga kahilak, na-entertain ka sa ilang mga katawa. Dili gusto si Rousseau ana because gusto siya nga you go outside adto ka sa community, dili ka spectator, dili ka magsalig, dili bitaw ka mulantaw lang, you delve into the community, no? So entertainment should not be a spectator sport in a republic, it should be a participatory enterprise in which ordinary citizens are actors. Also, he criticized liberalism. The appeal is in belonging to community which is worth belonging to now. The danger is that not all communities are worthy of belonging to, and Rousseau's praise of loyalty, allegiance, and patriotism has been used to support malignant and malicious forms of close and intolerant communities. Rousseau knows what life is the best choice. Si Rousseau kabalo unsay maayo. Unsay conflict ana with liberalism? Because liberalism emphasizes da kana bitang wala manggoy objective sa liberalism because everyone has the voice, everyone has an equal part to participate or an equal part to kana bitang to unsay maayo, what is good for the society. For example, kita nga group, ako nakoy akong own definition what is good. Si Aldrin na siya yung own what is kanang unsay makapaayo para sa society. Ang uban na ay mga ilang side. There is no like subjective siya bitaw. Dili ganan si Rousseau ana because Rousseau knows what life is the best choice, the life of citizen, and he does not hesitate to use the muscle of politics to promote the virtues of citizenship. To be a good citizen, to have a better society, you should be objective. Dili siya ganahan ana. It is difficult to understand how a society with no sense of common good could be stable. So dili, if ever walay fix nga common good ang isa ka society, dili siya stable. So mao to no, there seems no room for opposition of politics in Rousseau's ideas republic. Si Rousseau dili siya ganahan nga naimo po sa iya because there is no grounds for mobilizing and marching to protest that what the sovereign has legislated in name. Kana bitaw Moto. This explains Rousseau's old and telling phrase that obedience to the general will is but a way of forcing persons to be free. Otherwise, Rousseau's community may be a community of equals, but equal only in being equally submissive to the authority of the group that is supposed to be themselves, but somehow develops life and will of its own. You agree? Not because to preserve yourself. You agree because you believe in the community. You have trust in the community. Mo biya nang here in the Philippines no ma-emphasize pud nato ang kanini kuan ni Rousseau, the general will nga the society is dictated by the will of the people. But dili naragya po na inequality ay dili jud na mawala ang inequality. Kay naara jud na siya sa there is nature in a man nga nadyo inequality. Despite sa si Hobbes ni social contract ni Hobbes is that you should surrender everything, you should surrender. Si Locke, private property. Si Rousseau ning kwan siya bitaw ning gaan-gaan si Rousseau kay general will. So despite the fact nga kaning tulo na ay mga ilang own definition of social contract, dili gyapon nato malikayan nga nagyapoy social inequality. So maura to. I know nga I apologize kung libog ko mag-discuss kay wala pa jud kaayo nako nasabtan ang concept ni Rousseau, but I hope nga nakasabot ra mo. Any question?
You did well, Nia. You did well. So, naka-question. So, dapat may question.
Sige. Unsa pa yung mga question? Ay mga question.
Rousseau's view of human nature is very optimistic. He views people as inherently good but is corrupted by society. Now, how do we explain people that are doing evil for the sake of evil? Are they corrupted or not? And how so?
They do evil for the sake of evil. Muna? Or how do we
Yes.
explain people nga nagbuhat og evil when they kwan? Okay. Nganong kabalo sila unsay evil? Ba? Si Rousseau emphasizes that by default good siya. Nganong good? Because wala pa manggoy kana bitaw like wala pa siya drive nga mupatay because there is no inequality. Sa imong question nga ang isa ka tawo mobuhat og evil for the sake of evil, nganong nakabalo siya nga naay evil? Siya gikan sa word nga evil. Is it inherently nga evil siya? Di po ta makabalo if inherently nga evil siya because Rousseau states that human or persons are inherently good. Ato, like, giunsa niya pagkabalo nga gabuhat siyang evil. So, kung kang Rousseau pa na, you learn evil because of the society. Kabalo ka nga evil imong gibuhat, kabalo ka nga mubuhat kag evil kay gusto ka mubuhat og evil because of the society. Because society defines what is evil. Society formulates or create what is evil. Because objective si Rousseau nga niingon siya nga good jud ang tawo. Does that answer your question?
Yes, that would suffice.
Sa pa may ini ko nang kan guys question. I know nga na may mga kalibugan but please I'll try my best nga kuan kay para sa ako libog jud ang akong discussion kay although dili kay wala kay ko naka basa og tarong kang Rousseau but moto ang main point lang jud sa iya is that the general will. There is inequality because the society creates inequality. There is comparison. And unsaon na to na pag-mitigate, unsaon na to na pag-prevent. general will, because your will is my will. Males ang inequality, ana.
I think we all did well man sab sa atong discussion even though we have shortcomings kay uh, discussions aren't meant to be perfect, 'di ba? Understanding and learning comes from things that are not planned and can detailed. So thank you so much, Neil. Kasi na pa may question, guys, nga na kalibugan niyo sa tulo ka discussion gusto niyo ihabol. You can still uh, address your concern.
Mata pa ba ang tanan? Nabta na jud taghapit na jud alas 11, no?
Maano dito sa NSTP an.
Tumbo
pero
na kay kuan.
pero anyway, this was such a fruitful discussion everyone. I hope nakalearn ng everyone and makatabang na siya sa pag-answers nato sa atong midterm. And understanding this kind of concept or just the book in itself should not just be about karang passing the midterm, pero but carrying lesson that furthers us from understanding politics as a whole and becoming a better person. So that's just the whole of why we are studying this ideas. So I hope that the discussion enriches us and transform us in a ways that I couldn't tell. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. And Neil, naka-record ba?
Yes, naka-record. Thank you kaayo sa mga tanan. Even though ang uban wala na human sa meeting kay naay mga problema sa ilang signal or naglobat na pero still, we are thankful that we have this kind of kana bitaw interaction or discussion even though kanang there are some nga di wala nato na kaya og discuss but still great help gyapon ni siya. I hope nga before this is the last time nga discuss ta before midterms. I hope nga through this kind of activities, meetings, discussion, ma-remember gihapon nato kung unsa ang atong gipang discuss sa mga discussion. And as ingon gani ni Sir no nga there is should be a group accountability nga of course dili man jud pud nato makaya nga kita-kita lang og study. We need someone or we need a group that will accompany us to study, that will help us to study. So if ever man gani nga nay mga pangutana, feel free to ask lang jud because we are group man eh. Dili, although ang grades is kanang individual ang grades but the study itself, no, the concept of acquiring knowledge is not enough nga isolated ka but also in a group. So if ever na yung mga pangutana, feel free to ask lang dyan.
So thank you so much for today, guys. I shall formally close our discussion. Thank you so much for attending. And I hope we can have more discussions like this. So thank you so much, guys, and have uh, a well rested night for tomorrow's event. Thank you.
Thank you, bye-bye.